Facebook is always coming up with new changes, and there's no bigger change than the recent update in Facebook ads called Campaign Budget Optimization. What is it? How does it work? And how is it better or worse for your campaigns? Let's find out in this video. In my professional opinion and my professional experience, campaign budget optimization is a godsend. I think it's the way Facebook ads always should have been, and in this video I will explain why. Guys, I'm your host Renaldo Edmondson. Please pay very close attention. Let's go to the beginning and the philosophy of digital marketing. There is two very clear words that define what you're supposed to be doing in digital marketing. It's called message alignment. That's it. You are trying to speak to people with an accurate message according to their customer experience timeline with you. So, have they heard of us before? Are they aware of us? If they're unaware, we cannot offer sales unless you are trying to sell iPhones for 50% off because Apple have miraculously give you some fantastic discount that they've co-signed and not told everybody that you've stole it from them, and therefore you somehow can go into the market with credibility and say, hey, I've got iPhones for 50% off. Yeah, you can sell all day to people who are not aware of you. Why? Because Apple's done the work for you. But most of you, small business owners, agency owners, marketers who will probably be watching these kind of videos, you're trying to figure it out yourself. You're kind of small and you don't have the credibility to just shout at everyone and say, hey, come buy this. Therefore, when people are unaware, they have a certain type of message they need to receive. You got to get a reaction. You got to get some attention. You got to figure out, how do I get people to listen to me so I can make them now aware? When people are aware, I can say things that may move them towards some kind of commitment. Call it a micro commitment. Once they've made that micro commitment, so they've come into the shop because we've asked them to come into the shop and view some of our products. They may have downloaded a form or downloaded a PDF and learn more about your business. Whatever it is, they've given you something that is of some kind of commitment. They now live on a layer where you can say, okay, do you want to buy this thing? Or let me give you a full presentation. I'll show you why this thing, you should buy it. They have shown enough buying intent for you to sell, right? So each what we call layer here, layer 1, layer 2, 3, and 4, each layer requires different messaging. Just remember that. Now, if they all require different messaging, you are strategically constructing marketing campaigns to speak to each one of these. How does this relate to how Facebook ads was yesterday? Yesterday, Facebook's campaign structure was like just exactly as it is right now. Campaign level at the top. Within your campaigns, you had advert sets. These are where your audiences are defined. Within advert sets, you have ads. This is where your creative is defined of what people see. Now, yesterday, you would define what we call your objective at the campaign level. What is your objective? Your objective is the construction or the structure of the types of ads that you're intending to run with Facebook. Is it a lead ad? Is it a conversion ad? Is it a video views ad? Depending on which type of objective you chose, Facebook will construct that, and you have to create advertising within those parameter constraints, okay? You also defined your purpose there. Well, my purpose is I want likes for my campaign. Great. I want to run a likes campaign because Facebook is going to target people who are known to like people's pages. All right. Those two were defined here. At the ad set level, your budget was defined. So each ad set had a separate budget. I want to spend $20 here. I want to spend £20 here, or $20 here, £20 here, £30, whatever. Every ad set you created had its own individual budget. Your audience target was also defined at this level, where you would choose who you specifically want to target according to their demographic, their location, what they like, what they dislike, etc. What's the segmented reasoning to target those people versus those people with that messaging versus that messaging? That was all done at this level. And the key part here is you needed to target your audience layer here. These layers right here needed to be targeted at the ad set level. Why? Because your budget's defined here. So I don't want to be spending, let's say, £100 on an ad set and I'm running my ad set to all 4 of these avatars, and Facebook's like, well, the unaware lot seem to be most interested in your ads, so we're going to spend your whole £100 on this unaware lot. Facebook, no, I need you to spend it on some of the customer lot, because the customer lot are the ones that are actually going to buy because they purchased from us before. Well, we don't know that. We've got a robot algorithmic system that doesn't do that. So you had to split your ad sets according to which one of these lot you're trying to speak to. So, one sec, let me get a pen. So you'd be talking to, here, you could argue it's an L1 ad set. Here might be an L2 retargeting ad set, right? Now, how does that differ on the other side? Now you've got campaign budget optimization, it changes everything. At the campaign level now, we define our objective, which is what's the structure of the ad campaign that we're putting together. We define the purpose. Who am I going after? As in, what types of people am I going after? Am I going after people who watch video views? Am I going after people who are known to fill out leads or open lead forms? Click off site and going through via traffic, conversion. What am I doing? My budget now is defined here. And so therefore, my audience layer is defined at the campaign level. What does that therefore mean? That therefore means that the audience at the ad set level, my audience target I can define my audience target. I don't use ad sets now like I did yesterday, which was really, I'm trying to speak to lots of different layers really inside of one campaign type. Because if I'm running a campaign type for lead ads, why do I create 4 lead ad campaigns when I can just create multiple audiences inside of one campaign? Doesn't make any sense. Just becomes convoluted and becomes out of control. Not necessary. The only necessary reason yesterday was to create multiple campaigns was if your objective or your purpose changed. My objective and purpose now doesn't change. But now my budget now is defined at this level, and I can't target L1. I can risk having an L1 ad here. That's an ad going to the unaware people, and an L2 ad here. That's an ad going to the aware people. And because Facebook's budget is optimized here, Facebook are like, okay, we're gonna find out which ad set is doing best, and we'll do all the thinking for you. So Facebook's gonna be like, the L1 ad set, everybody loves it. People are like, woohoo! So now we'll spend all your budget over here. Damn it, Facebook, I need you to spend some budget on my L2 ad set. Well, put it in a different campaign then. So now you got it. Now I've got to change my campaign strategy to creating campaigns according to audience layers. So rather than having just one campaign and you're running up with one objective and you're running multiple ad sets in there, but talking to different audience layers, you don't do that. You create an ad campaign, forgive me for the space, an ad campaign now based on the audience layer that you're targeting. So we have an L2 campaign, we'll have an L1 campaign. And obviously all of these have ad sets, they have ads, etc. And L1 tab. And so the reasoning now, or the way you approach creation of campaigns, is according to the audience layer you're trying to speak to. Why is this so much better? Yesterday, we had to overwatch our ad sets, our ad spend on our ad sets, because budgets were defined at the ad set level. So if we are spending $100 or £100 on this ad set and it's not going well, we've kind of got to put our own rules and start to watch things a bit carefully to see if it's overspending. Whereas now we're like, no. Because the budget's being defined at this level, because the budget's coming here now, Facebook, I can create 10 different ad sets, and that's going to be shared between £100. And of those 10 different ad sets, Facebook's going to likely find one of those ad sets that are doing really well, and they're going to ignore the other 9. Brilliant. So therefore, Facebook's going to optimize which audiences and which advert sets are performing best, meaning I can do confident split tests. I can use dynamic creatives. I can use all these avenues that are so much better, that didn't really make sense yesterday and kind of overcomplicated the campaign. don't need to do that now. It means I can do better creative split tests here, because if I'm using dynamic creative, remember, allows you to run multiple headlines, multiple text, multiple images on one ad. So it's tidier, it's not as messy, and you can split test better here, and you just create multiple campaigns according to the audience layer that you're targeting. Guys, if you don't see and recognize how your original digital marketing strategy must be embedded in this idea of message alignment according to the customer experience with us, if you don't understand that, you're not going to run your Facebook ads properly. When you understand that and you start to structure your Facebook ad campaigns according to where people are on that experience timeline, you're going to win. Got questions? Please ask. That's all I got for now. See you later.